Hello friends, this is Ryan Gomez at TCGplayer, and today I want to talk to you about the Hour of Devastation Prerelease. The set has a ton of cool new cards, and you're guaranteed a premium rare or mythic rare in your pre-release kit, but which ones should you get truly excited for? I'm going to cover my personal 5 tops and 5 flops. Let's dance. The first in my flop pile is Dejuru with Eyes Open. 5 mana gets me a vigilant 4/3 creature and some other text that I know will be useless to me at the pre-release. Even if I do find myself with a Planeswalker, it still can't be Nicol Bolas, Samut, or Nissa, because my deck would have to be at least 3 colors. Instead, I'm crossing my fingers for Angel of Condemnation. This card is better in almost every way. It costs less mana, it flies, it has 2 super useful abilities that don't depend on a Planeswalker being in my deck. White decks in Hour of Devastation are going to need to be aggressive and evasive, so keep your eyes open for other flying creatures. eyes open, you see, that's funny because, alright, tough room. Alright, moving on. Next in the flops, I'll want to stay clear of Fraying Sanity. While it may be tempting to try and empty out an opponent's deck, it might actually be doing them a favor by feeding them cards that embalm or eternalize or could be cast with Aftermath. Champion of Wits is a much better way to showcase my cunning nature. Early on in the game, it can help me stock my own graveyard with Eternals, and later on, it comes back itself to help refill my own hand. Offering great value early and late, Champion of Wits should definitely be on your Wits list. Wish list. Okay, I'm not John Capora. Alright, moving on. Apocalypse Demon has wings, but a huge appetite that will usually be more of a problem for you than your opponent. And since cards tend to not stay in the graveyard on Amonkhet, his stats are going to be jumping all over the place, not exactly a reliable powerhouse that I want to see at 6 mana. How can we put the hurt on our opponent instead? Well, slot in Amit Eternal. It has great stats for the mana cost, and even though they may change a bit based on what your opponent does, this guy always has a mean bite. A blocked attack is still good for 3 damage, and an unblocked attack returns Amit Eternal to full power, with no self-sacrifice necessary. Now, I've been known to roll the dice myself from time to time, and at the pre-release I may find myself tempted to put Hazoret's Undying Fury into my deck. It looks good on the surface, cast up to 4 cards without paying for them. But then I remember, 1 or 2 of those cards is going to be a land. Even if the other 2 are worth 4 mana each, I'm still way behind. I do love casting stuff for free though, so I'm hoping to open Wildfire Eternal. In addition to dealing damage every turn himself, my opponent might not have anyone free to block him, and just open the doors for me to really lay on the punishment. Or the fury. Yeah, I guess this guy is more furious than Hazoret if you play your cards right? Get it? Alright. Does anyone know when John comes back? No? Alright. Well, rounding out the flops, I'm especially wary of Ramunap Excavator. While the snake has great potential in constructed formats, he won't do me much good at the pre-release. Lands are going to rarely end up in the graveyard, and even if they do, having Excavator out in play at the right time to make use of them is still asking a lot. But if lands in the graveyard is your thing, might I direct your attention to Ramunap Hydra? He still benefits from deserts making their way to the graveyard, but he's also a solid creature on his own, with impressive stats and a slew of useful abilities. So there you go, 5 rares I hope to dodge at the pre-release, and they're 5 much better looking friends. I'm not sure if praying to the God-Pharaoh will help my chances at this point, but I'm willing to find out. Thanks for watching and good luck at your local pre-release. We'll see you next time.